And then making movements that feel good to you. And then from here, drop the feet and take the feet wide to the outsides of the mat, the outer edges of the mat. And then let your knees knock in together. And then just rest your head down, draw your shoulders back a little bit, palms up to the sky. And we'll start in this kind of supported Shavasana here at the beginning. Maybe even taking your hand to your belly to stay grounded. And then start to deepen the breath. So take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out through an open mouth. Repeat that. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Inhale. Exhale, let go. And start to close the mouth this time and just get a rhythm to the breath. And start to think what brings you joy. What makes you happy? What fills you up? And then start to think who in your life makes you happy, brings you joy. That circle of people. And as you're thinking of those things, we'll start to cultivate more of that throughout class and kind of holding on to that notion of joy. Now blink your eyes open. And then start to take the knees apart and straighten your left leg and then draw your right leg in towards your chest. Rest your head down on the mat. You can always put a blanket or a towel underneath you if that feels good. Inhale. And then exhale, switch legs. Rest that right leg, that right foot down. Draw the belly, tone the belly. And then we'll flow here using our breath. So inhale. Exhale, slowly switch. Maybe that left leg hovers off the floor. And then switch. Switch. Feeling those hip flexors a little bit and switch. You don't have to keep the foot lifted. You can tap the ankle down if that feels good, or the heel down. Keep going. Switch. Not even counting, I'm just kind of moving here. And then draw that right foot in, and that left heel can rest on the mat. And then start to, if you can, straighten the right leg up, and then take the hands behind the thighs. And then maybe you can draw the shoulders up and back, lifting the torso closer towards the thigh. If that doesn't work, keep that leg bent and just draw your knee closer in towards your chest, okay? You can always use a strap here too, but we're not gonna get too deep there, right? And then maybe draw that chest closer towards the thigh even. Feel the shake, have a little bend in that right knee. Hello hamstrings this morning. And then switch. I notice my left thigh is a little tighter. Left side is tighter. So this does not bring me joy in the moment, but afterwards it does. So that's why I feel like I should do it. So sometimes, right, we find those things in the moment that or like, this is terrible, this is not making me happy. But then afterwards we see the benefit. So there's that too to look into. And then release that, shake it out. And then take the arms overhead, kind of stretching in opposite directions here. Draw the ribs down. Now, inhalation, draw the knees in, take hands to the palms to the knees, and then press the hands in the thighs. Press. Squeeze the belly. Press. And then exhale, straight, stretch out. Woo, release that. Keep going. Flowing, inhale, press. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release. Kind of wiggle the hips side to side. Inhale, press. So knees in line with the hips. 3, 4, 5, and then release. 2 more times. Are we feeling the belly here? Inhale, press. Press. You can keep the head down. Press, 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 stretch out. 1 more time here. Inhale, press, 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 press. Here we go. And then release. Oh my goodness. Draw the knees in, give yourself a hug. Rock from side to side, and then make your way to tabletop position. However which way you want to go, you can rock and roll. I'm going to face you this way today, because I need the space. And then you can take some cat-cows if that feels good. Right, so round in the belly, pushing the earth away, drawing the belly button in, and then drop the belly, draw the shoulders onto the back. Inhale and exhale. Yeah, maybe even if you want to like make circles with the hips, kind of get into it. Whatever your body needs, and don't. The good thing about being at home is you don't have to worry about what you look like. So you're not like, do I look strange? Just do what feels good. You can hold a specific spot if you're like really in it there. And then come to center, come to tabletop here. And then we'll take the torso and the shoulders forward of the wrists and the hips back. Just warming up those wrists there. And then take the hands towards the sides of the mat and keeping the palms down, take the torso side to side. And then turning the fingertips back as far as you can go, right? Keeping the palms down. Take the hips towards the heels. So that might mean just the fingertips are slightly turning out, right? Go as far as you could go to keep those palms down. Inhale, shift forward, turn the fingertips forward, okay? So fingertips nice and wide, index fingers parallel to each other and to the mat. Hug the palms in towards each other, rooting down on the thumb and index finger. Notice if the third and fourth finger are a little bit closer together, so keep them evenly spaced. Draw the shoulders onto the back, draw the ribs in. From here, press into the earth, take the right toes down to the mat, and then stretching through that right heel, feeling that calf stretch there, but keep the belly toned rather than dropping. And then bring that right knee down, and then left leg back, toes to the mat. Good, then one more time on each side. left leg back. Good, now this time, right leg lifts. Tack that right hip down. Pressing the earth away, draw the belly in. Good, now from here, right leg lifts, and then tap the toes to the mat. Keep the belly drawing in, right leg lifts, squeeze that right glute, and tap. Right leg lifts, inhale, exhale, tap. Good, inhale, but keep that right hip tacking down, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. One more time, inhale, lift. Squeeze and hold, draw the belly in. 3, 2, 1, release that. Left side. So inhale, lift the left leg up. Tap that left hip down. Keep drawing the ribs in. Good. So inhale, squeeze. Exhale, tap. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, tap. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, tap. Inhale, squeeze that left glute. Feel that. Exhale, tap. Inhale, squeeze and hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, tap. Beautiful. Now, option to stay tabletop or come into full plank. Shoulders up and back, draw the ribs in, squeeze the backside, and we're going to march it out. So if you want to stay in full plank, you can. We're just going to lift the right foot up and tap left. Now, if that's too much, knees down, repeat what we just did, lifting in modified tabletop, okay? Same action there, all right? Keep going. I have to let somebody in. Keep going. Keep breathing. Squeezing at the top. Do a total of 10 on each side. Keep going. On your finish, we'll meet in child's pose, right? So keep the belly drawing in. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. On your finish, drop the knees, take the feet together, knees apart, press the hips back. Child's pose. At any time, you know you can come here. Good, now shift forward and lower down at the elbows, bend, come to your belly. Lift the tops of the toes down, okay? Arms straight in front of you. Forehead is down. Squeeze the backside so the knees lift up off the mat. Hug the legs in towards each other. Tone the belly. Inhale. Draw the shoulders up and back. And then as you exhale, press the arms in, drop into cactus, and then lift the torso and the head. Keep the feet rounded. Thumbs up towards the sky. Drawing those shoulders up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze into the front of the mat. Inhale. Squeeze the backside. Exhale. Good. Inhale. On your next exhalation, take the hands behind, shoulders up and back, palms face each other. Gaze is still to the front of the mat. Good. Exhale the hands to the base of the chest. Inhale, forward, up and back, baby cobra. Hugging the hands in toward the waist, drawing the belly in. Gazing forward. Beautiful. Exhale, lower down. One more time, arms straight forward. Good. Forehead is down. Inhale, lift the shoulders and plug them back. Exhale it out. Draw the belly in. Inhale. Bring the hands in, cactus hands. Thumbs up towards the sky. As you exhale, breathe it out. Now inhale, lift the torso. Lift the chest, keep the feet grounded. Draw the belly in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more breath, inhale. Good, exhale, hands behind, shoulders up and back, palms face each other. Good, take the hands to the base of the chest, inhale, forward, up and back, keeping those shoulders back, elbows bent, drawing the belly and squeeze the backside. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Woo, we made it. Maybe pedaling it out. Feet are parallel to each other, toes are straight forward, arm bones lift. Bend the knees deeply, take your hips up to the sky as you take your chest towards your thighs. Keep those armpits rooting. Then start to work the heels maybe towards the floor. If you lose the curve, bend the knees. Good, inhale, lift the right leg up. Tack that right hip down. Drive your left heel into the mat to get that calf stretch there. Keep toning the belly, pressing through the hands. Inhale. Exhale, feel that right glute. I know, inhale. Exhale, one more breath. Good, inhale, draw right knee to nose. Really round the back, press the earth away, flex that right foot, and start to swing it through between the hands. Now, you can take that right hand to your calf and bring that right foot forward. Bring that left knee down, Anjalayasana. So making sure that you're long enough so you're not directly on the knee. From here, tack your right hip back, left hip forward, take hands to front thighs, shoulders in line with the hips. You can always pad the back knee with a blanket. Inhale, draw that left arm forward, shoulder up towards the ear, then plug that shoulder back, rooting it back. Keep the ribs toned and ribs in. Left arm overhead. Add the right arm. Right option here, right hand can grab left wrist, get length in the side body of the left side, and take a side stretch over towards the right leg. Maybe. You can always just take that right hand to hip. Right? You know, oh, the places we can go, right? So listen to your body. Your body is your number one teacher. Inhale, rise up. Now, from here, cactus the arms, shoulders up and back, tone the belly. Inhale, and then exhale, start to twist towards that right thigh. Hello, balance, right? So really drive through that right big toe mound. Maybe stay here. Maybe extend that right hand behind, taking left hand to right thigh. If you want to go further, take the left arm forward. And then from there, reach back like you're reaching something in the right hand with something behind you. Keep drawing the belly in. Woo. Good, now from here, inhale. Exhale, take that left hand to the mat. Now right hand can come to your hip. Work that right shoulder up and back. Spin that left eye of the elbow forward to create space in the shoulder. Maybe that right arm comes to the sky. Drawing the belly in. You can come a little deeper in that front leg. If you want to go a little longer. Keep drawing the belly in. Good. Exhale. Switch sides. So take that. Come to downward facing dog. All right, so I start in tabletop, and then from tabletop, I keep my knees really bent deeply, hips up to the sky, taking my chest toward the thighs. That forces me to keep that curve in the spine. Then from there, I can start to straighten the legs. right? But once I feel that back rounding, I re-bend, re-engage. Keeping that nice curve. Checking my hands, right? Making sure my thumbs and index fingers are rooting down. My arm bones are lifting, right? Just taking inventory. Are my toes straight, pointing forward? Draw the belly in. Inhale, lift that left leg up towards the sky. Tack that left hip down. Belly button to spine. Feel that left glute. Inhale. Drive your right heel down towards the mat to get a calf stretch. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. Inhale. Draw left knee to nose, not to left nose. Left knee to nose. Really press the earth away. Flex that left foot. And then maybe swing that left foot between the hands. You can always take the left hand to the calf if you need to kind of give yourself a little nudge there. Bring that right knee down. Tack that left hip back, right hip forward. Hands to front thighs. Draw the belly in rather than arching the back. It's not really a back bend. So I'm squeezing my ribs in. Belly button to spine. Shoulders in line with the hips. And then take that right arm forward. Draw the shoulder up towards the ear. Plug it back as you lift that right arm overhead. Add the left to meet the right. Right now, option here, you can take that left hand to hip, get length in the right side body as you take a side stretch over towards the left side, or left hand finds right wrist to go a little deeper. Really drive through that left big toe mound, tone the belly. Oh my goodness, I know so many things. Is anybody thinking, I thought this class was about doing things that make us feel joyful? Inhale, rise, beautiful. Cactus the arms, tone the belly, get length. So that means I'm lifting from my torso, lifting up from my pelvis, and then exhaling. Working that left shoulder up and back. I'm turning from the ribs, so I'm working my left rib cage back, right rib cage forward. Option to take that left hand to hip as you straighten that right arm. Maybe left hand extends back, and then rather than leaning forward, I'm shifting the torso back, kind of like warrior two. Now from here, inhale. Good, exhale, take that right hand to the mat. And then eye of the elbow spins forward. Maybe that left hand to hip, working that left shoulder up and back. Taking that twist, maybe left hand to the sky. Inhale. Good, exhale, come down. Bring that left foot back to meet the right. Now you can stay in modified plank or lift the knees, full plank, right? Shoulders up and back. And holding here. And breathe. Now from here, with knees down or knees lifted, inhale, shift the torso forward, bend at the elbows, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press back up. I know, two more, we got this. Inhale, shifting forward, bending at the elbows, going as low as you can go to keep those shoulders up and back. Press back up, tone the belly. Good, squeeze the backside, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana as slow as you can go. Make your way to your belly. Maybe you just fell flat. Take the arms forward, forehead down, click the tops of the toes down. Squeeze the backside so the knees lift, engaging the glutes. Inhale here. Good, exhale, draw those cactus arms, thumbs up towards the sky, lift the torso. Exhale it out. Come into the breath. Good. Inhale, squeeze those shoulders up and back. Exhale, gaze to the floor. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands behind, shoulders up and back. Inhale, release. Beautiful. Cobra pose, hands to the base of the chest. Inhale, shoulders up and back. You can go to cobra or thighs lift, come into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gorgeous. That's going to be our flow there, okay? So when we're coming down to our bellies, we'll do that little back bend sequence. If not, you can just skip that and just go right into cobra, right? Whatever feels good to you. Let's flow here. Inhale, lift that right leg up. Exhale between the hands. Take your time. You can always bring that back knee down here in the sequence. Otherwise, we'll rise up crescent lunge. Tack your right hip back, left hip forward, arms raise to the sky. Draw the belly in. If the elbows are rounding, take the arms wider, like a Y, to keep the arms straight. Maybe gaze the sky. Good, now from here, inhale. Good, exhale, cactus the arms and take that torso twist, right? The difference is that back knee's lifted, it can always be down. Maybe arms straight, maybe take that left hand to the right thigh. Draw the belly in. My back leg is shaking like crazy, saying, this is really fun. One more breath. Inhale, I'm with you. Exhale, take that left hand to a blocker to the floor. Take that twist with the back knee lifted. Again, back knee can be down. Right hand can be on your hip, right? Just wherever you are, work that shoulder up and back. Inhale. Good. Exhale. You can meet in downward facing dog or shift forward, lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Beautiful. Click the tops of the toes down. Arms lift. Arms straight. Inhale. Draw the belly in. Exhale. Cactus those arms. Thumbs up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Hands behind. Maybe clasp the hands. Shoulders up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Plant the hands for cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. Forward. Up and back. Tone the belly. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Creating a little bit of heat here, yeah? Exhale, that knee to nose. Flex the foot. Look at the foot. Really draw the belly in. Maybe that'll help you to swing that left foot through between the hands more. Tack that left hip back, right hip forward. Taking hands to front thighs. Back knee can be down if you need it. Drawing the belly in. Inhale, arms overhead. Again, arms can be wider if the elbows are rounding. Inhale. Good. Exhale, cactus the arms. Turning from the ribs, so that left rib cage back, right rib cage forward. Taking that twist, maybe right hand to left thigh, maybe left arm straight. I'm rooting my torso back, maybe right arm straight. Coming into the breath, inhale, exhale. What makes you happy? Inhale, take that right hand to a blocker to the floor. Eye of the elbow spins forward. Keep that back thigh lifting. Maybe left arm to the sky, maybe left hand to hip, working that shoulder back. Toning the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release. Step back. Plank pose. Knees can always be down. If you want to skip this, come and just meet us in downward facing dog or child's pose. Shift the torso forward. Bend at the elbows. Good. Lower down. Click the tops of the toes down. Arms straight. Head down. Squeeze the backside so the knees lift. Inhale. Exhale. Cactus those arms. Shoulders up and back. Thumbs up to the sky. Exhale. Hands behind. Shoulders up and back. Maybe clasp the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Plant the hands. Inhale. Shift forward. Cobra pose or upward facing dog with the knees lifted. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Woo. Start to look forward. Maybe bend the knees. So option to walk the feet forward towards the hands, or maybe take a hop. Press into the earth and hop forward. Maybe, you don't have to. Inhale, half lift. Good, have a little bend in the knees. Work the shoulders up and back. Hug the feet in towards each other. Feel that curve in the spine. Take hands to hips. Shoulders up and back. Okay, so forward fold from here. Leading with the heart. Maybe hands to blocks, maybe hand to floor. Really feeling those feet hug into the inner thighs. If the back is rounding, rebend, work those shoulders back. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, take hands to hips, work those shoulders up and back, press into the earth. Rise up, arms overhead. Exhale the arms down. Gorgeous. All right, so options here. We're going to play a little bit here, okay? So, my goodness, where's the time going? Okay, so feet hip widths apart, okay? We'll come into chair pose. Now, you can do this with feet down, okay? It's going to be a little flow here. So, hands to hips, hug those heels in. Really bow the chest forward, shoulders up and back. Draw the belly in, okay? So, rather than having that, like, I don't know if you can see, but this like back bend be here. So I'm tucking my pelvis forward, drawing my ribs in, okay? So from here, cactus the arms, okay? And then maybe heels lift on inhalation. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, drop the heels, bring hands to chest. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale. Now, you can do this with just heels down, just inhaling the arms up, and then exhaling into prayer, okay? 3 more times. Inhale, lift the heels if you want. Woo. Exhale, drop. Inhale, keep toning the belly. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, hello legs. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Step back. Downward facing dog. Gorgeous. Inhale, forward fold. Come into, plank pose. You can always drop the knees lower down. Chaturanga. Click the tops of the toes down, coming into that flow. Inhale. Exhale, draw the arms in, thumbs up towards the sky. Exhale, maybe clasp the hands or not. Inhale. Exhale, cobra pose or upward facing dog, working those shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step or float the feet towards the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Hands to prayer. Gorgeous. We'll come into tree pose here. So rooting into that left foot, get length, right? You could always use a wall here for balance, okay? Maybe taking that right heel to ankle, okay? Just driving into that section of the leg. Maybe that right foot to calf. Maybe right hand finds right heel. And go above the knee, so going to that upper inner thigh of that left leg, hug into the midline. Find your focus point, maybe hands to prayer. Kind of working the pelvis forward a little bit. Maybe cactus the arms, maybe arms rise. Maybe the gaze lifts. Maybe even taking into a little bit of a back bend. Maybe. And then release. Shake it out. Left side. So rooting into the right foot. Think like drawing up towards the midline, right? So I'm thinking like roots coming out of my feet, but also extending through the crown of the head to get length in the spine. So finding your placement, either left heel to left ankle, or right ankle, left heel to right ankle, or shin, maybe that foot lifts above the right knee and comes the inner thigh. Hug into that foot wherever you are, draw the belly and get length through the crown of the head and the spine. Maybe arms in cactus, maybe arms lift, right? Listen to your body. Finding your focus. Find that edge for you. Maybe gaze into the sky. I love this pose. It's like taking in all of the joy around you, right? Like, just take it in. Maybe a back bend. And then release. Beautiful. Shake it out. Good. Step the right leg back. And then spin that back heel down. Okay? So left leg is forward. We'll come into warrior two. Okay? Tuck that front hip under, top hip back. Toning the belly, arms extend. Back arm lifts as much as the front. Tacking that front knee over the third toe. Gaze over the third finger, hug the feet in towards each other. Good, supinate the front palm. I can't wear a humble warrior shirt and not do humble warrior. Reverse your warrior. I mean, I guess I could. It just wouldn't be right. Good, now come into warrior two on an inhalation. Exhale, find Parsvakonasana. Take that forearm to front thigh. Maybe that top hand to hip. Work that right shoulder back. Or maybe extend overhead. Drawing the belly in. Driving through that right heel. Good, inhale, warrior two. Supinate the front palm. Reverse that warrior. Inhale through warrior two. Coming into Parsvakonasana modified or full pose. Maybe hand to the floor. Keep driving that right heel into the earth, working that right shoulder up and back, drawing the belly in. Hug the feet in towards each other. I know. Inhale. Reverse that warrior one more time. Exhale. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, find triangle pose. Oh my goodness. So top arm can come to the hip, that right hand, but my right shoulder, I don't know if you can see, is really bowing forward. So I'm working that right shoulder up and back. Doing a couple things here. I'm driving my right heel into the earth. I'm hugging my left hip under, and then my right hip back. That creates space and strength. Hug that left heel into the center of your mat. That might feel, it gives you a little more opening, just that little adjustment. Now, option to stay here. Maybe come into half moon. All right, so bending into that front knee. Take your right hand to hip. I know I have some takers here. Walk that right foot in a little bit. Keep the gaze down. Take the left hand forward into the outside. Press into the left foot. Lift that right leg up. I know, you're like, what? Maybe top arm lifts. If that's not working, just stay in triangle. Flex that right foot. Bend into that left leg. Come back into triangle pose with ease. And then rise up. Turn the toes in. Oh my goodness. Heel toe the feet together just for a moment. We'll come to the other side. I want to break down half moon just for a second, okay? For some of our friends here that are here. So if that's like a scary thing for you, let me show you what I did, right? So I'm making sure that I'm long enough, okay? So I bend into that front leg, and then I walk my back leg in more, right? Now, I can use a block here too. Let me grab a block. So with my block, my gaze is to the floor. I'm walking my block forward and outside. Hand to hip. Press into the earth. See how I've kind of walked that back leg in? I'm driving through that left foot, and then that right foot lifts. Flexing the right foot like I'm pushing into a wall. Now from here, I might just be here. From here, I work that shoulder up and back to stack my hips. Like I'm leaning back against a wall, maybe that top arm lifts. Okay, so that's kind of now the more that block is like closer, like in line with the foot, it's just harder, okay? So that's why I take my hand to the outside. Okay, enough of that nonsense. Next side, here we go. And probably some of you are like, yeah, Anthony, I'm not doing that, so you don't have to go over it. Turn the right toes forward. I missed you guys. And then bend into that right leg. Tuck that right hip under, left hip back, drive that left heel into the earth, extend the arms forward. Shoulders in line with the hips. Ooh, Jeff missed a good one today. Supinate the front palm, reverse that warrior. Good. Inhale, take Parsva Konasana modified. So forearm to front thigh. You can start with that left hand on your hip to get that left shoulder back. If you want to extend, top arm overhead. So tuck that right hip under, left hip back. Good. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, either modified Parsva or full pose. Extending that top arm overhead. Inhale, rise up, reverse that warrior. I know, still in it. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Taking that right hand maybe to the shin, right? So you might be here. Making sure that you're long enough to create space. Maybe that right hand to the inside or even to a block, right? If your hand is on your block or floor, walk the hand back more towards your shin. And that creates more space to get that left shoulder up and back, maybe top arm to the sky. Drive that right heel toward the center of the mat to get that right hip under, left hip back. Keep driving that left heel into the earth. Good, now from here, you can stay here, or we'll play with half moon, okay? So take a gaze to the floor, take your look at the floor, look in front of you, bend into that right knee, that right leg. I'm gonna walk my back leg back in closer, hand forward and to the outside. Press into the earth, making sure my toes are nice and straight. Back leg lifts, flex the back foot a lot, and I'm gonna stack my hip maybe top arm lifts. Lifting from the inner thigh. Now from here, inhale. Good, exhale, bend into that knee, float back, maybe, into triangle pose, making sure that you're long enough. You may have to readjust. Hug the feet in, inhale, rise up. Turn the toes in, heel toe the feet together. Gorgeous. Oh my goodness. All right, come to the front of your mat. Hips, hands to hips. Utkatasana one more time, chair pose. Feet hip widths apart, hug the heels in. Bow the chest forward, draw the belly in, okay? And then keep the legs where they are, lift the torso. So tuck the pelvis a little bit, shoulders up and back, arms lift. Exhale, hands to prayer. Now, maybe add the heels. I know, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Oh my goodness, step back. Downward facing dog. Gorgeous. Keep the arm bones lifting. Inhale, shift the chest forward. You can always drop the knees. Last flow here. Squeeze the backside. Bend at the elbows. Lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Click the tops of the toes down. Squeeze the backside so the knees lift. Arms forward. Inhale. Exhale. Draw those arms in. Thumbs up to the sky. Squeeze the backside. Exhale. Arms behind. Maybe clasp the hands. Shoulders up and back. Gazing to the ground to protect the neck. Exhale. Hands set in cobra. Inhale, shift forward, up and back. Cobra, maybe up dog, thighs and knees lift, keeping those shoulders back, tone the belly, tone the backside, feet together, knees apart, child's pose. Gorgeous, take a breath here. Sinking into the ground. Beautiful. Inhale, shift forward, come back to your belly. Coming to your forearms, we'll find Sphinx pose. So click the tops of the toes down. So forearms are shoulder width apart, and the elbows are slightly forward. My elbow creases are slightly forward of my shoulders. I'm gonna click the tops flat, squeeze my backside so the knees lift up off the mat. Take a look at the belly button, draw the nose in. Keep that action as you work the shoulders up and back, hugging those elbows in towards the waist, chest between the biceps. Gazing forward, keep the belly toned, keep the backside toned. If you feel pain in the lower back, re-engage. Look at the belly, lift, and then squeeze the backside more. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Now from here, walk that left hand in like a 45-degree angle, okay? Bend that right leg. Maybe you can stay here. Maybe you just stay in Sphinx pose with one leg bent. Okay, that's a lot. If not, you can, if I take that left hand 45 degrees, I can maybe reach that right hand back and find my right foot, okay? Working that shoulder up and back. Again, if that's too much, stay in Sphinx pose, and just be here, okay? If you want to go deeper, maybe the fingertips come forward and you can press, so my fingertips are pointing towards my head, working that right shoulder up and back. I'm engaging in that left side. Exhale, release that, shake it out. An option to stay in Sphinx, right? Kind of bending that left leg maybe, just bringing it in towards the glute. Keep that right leg active, so that means I'm squeezing my right foot into the floor so my right knee lifts. Okay, keep that action, keep drawing the belly in. Maybe that right hand comes 45 degrees towards the center of the mat. Maybe left hand finds left foot. Maybe fingertips come forward, kind of rotating my hand, working that left shoulder up and back, and then bringing my hips square to the mat. So it's a deep back bend. Inhale. Exhale, release. Now we'll try both legs, okay? Options though, don't worry. So again, you can stay in Sphinx, okay? So my elbows are slightly forward of the shoulders, right? Drawing the belly in, knees lift. I might just bend both legs and then work my shoulders up and back. I'm hugging my elbows in towards my chest, or toward my waist, bringing my chest forward. I might be here, flexing both feet a lot. If this is okay for you and you feel good in the back, maybe right hand grabs one leg. You might just be here. Maybe left hand grabs the left foot, feet flex. Now from here, I'm gonna lift my hips up and then exhale, drive my shoulders up and back. My pelvis is into the earth, and then making sure that your feet are parallel with each other. My left foot, I always have to drive forward more up towards the sky. Inhale, hug the legs in towards each other. And then exhale, release, make a pillow with the hands. Oh my goodness. Windshield wiper the legs. Shake it out. Beautiful. Okay. We are almost there, don't worry. But I have one more thing I want to try to get a little more love in those hips, okay? So, we're gonna lay down sideways, okay? And then you can bring your forearm down, okay? And then I'm gonna come forward a little bit, so I need the wall behind me, but bend the legs, okay? And then inhale, like a 90-degree angle here. And then take your right hand forward, kind of come to fingertips. Inhale, lift that right leg up. And then exhale, crunch in. I know, it's so mean. Exhale, crunch in. Just wait though. Inhale. Now, as you're doing that, you don't have to lift as high, right? So think knee down. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Nice and slow. Exhale. Flex that right foot. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Now straighten that right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Hello, right? Do we feel that? Kind of the outside of the thigh there. Inhale. Exhale. Flex that right foot. Inhale. I'm counting, don't worry. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. It's usually right about now that it's my thighs screaming. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now from here, inhale that leg back. Exhale it forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Do we feel it? Inhale. Exhale. I know. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now hold it forward 3 times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. It's shaking. You can always bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Now, bring that right leg back. Keep the left leg forward. Come to sitting. So our legs are in this like star shape. Legs are like almost like right angles, okay? Get length in the spine. Inhale. And then exhale, twist over towards that left thigh. Taking that right hand to the outside. Maybe walking that left hand back more. Working that left shoulder up and back. So it's like a modified pigeon. Inhale here. Exhale. Keep both feet flexed to protect your knee. Now, if this feels okay, like I'm good here, but if you need to go deeper, you can come down. Oh, my voice cracked. You can come down on your forearms if that feels better to you. Like this doesn't feel so great. I kind of feel it in my left hip area in not a good way. So I'm going to kind of straighten my arms. This feels better to me. Right? Drawing the belly in, keeping those shoulders back. Inhale. Good. Exhale and then spin around and come to the other side. Oh, joy, right? Here we go. I know, I'm so mean. This is like the end of class. Why would I do this? I kind of forgot about it and I was like, oh, that's right. Okay, so flex the feet. Here we go, right? Inhale. So my knee is kind of diving down rather than opening up. Okay, I'm not opening up at the hip. So it might not come up as high. And then exhale, close. Flex that left foot. Inhale. exhale. Drawing the belly in, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more times, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Now, straighten that leg. Keep that foot flexed. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now, keep that hip in line with the right rather than the hip rolling back. So keep that hip stacked over the right. Exhale, that's 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Here we go. Now, inhale that leg back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, keeping the hips stationary rather than the hips rolling back. Inhale. Woo! I'm feeling it more on this side. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. I know. Exhale. Keep it forward 3 times. That's it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. This is the good one. This is the love here. Inhale. I know. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Bend that left leg. Woo, feel that, right? It's talking to me, definitely. And then work that 90-degree angle with the leg. So the right leg kind of out from the hip, left leg back, right? So from here, squaring the hips, you can always take that left heel, that right heel closer in towards the hip if you need the space, okay? Get lengthen the spine, and then exhale, take a twist, taking that left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Shoulders up and back, draw the belly in, and then exhale. Feel that. And then like always, you can come more forward if that feels good to you, right? But like if you feel any crunchiness in that right side, I'd say back it up, okay? It's just you're gonna pull something in that area if you hold it too long. Inhale. Exhale, work that right shoulder back. Inhale, this is a nice one. I've kind of been doing this lately. It just feels really nice to me. Inhale. Good, exhale. And then we made it, team. Draw the knees in towards the chest, slowly release. I'm not gonna do any more ab stuff, we're done, don't worry. I was going to, but I'm not gonna do that. Knees in towards the chest, maybe you can take the legs over towards the left. And then maybe to the right. Kind of windshield wiping the legs if that feels good. Kind of getting into the hips a little bit, right? And then taking any final pose that feels good to you, maybe even taking happy baby. So flexing the feet, taking the hands to the inside of the thighs and then grabbing towards the pinky side of the foot. Now keeping the pelvis rooting down, take the feet up to the sky. Drawing your knees in towards your elbow, your armpit creases. That might not feel good to you, and that's okay, right? Do what feels good. Maybe even straightening one leg, straightening the other. Kind of rolling back and forth. I'm picturing RL in full split on her back. With her, she's so flexible and gorgeous in her splits. She's such a beautiful dancer. And then release the feet. Take your time, finding your Shavasana, resting the feet down, palms up to the sky. Now take your time here. There is kind of an alignment piece to Shavasana. It's not just sinking into the floor. So draw your shoulders up and back a little bit, creating space in the upper back. Palms up to the sky, Have space in the neck as well. Softly close the eyes, feet rest out. And I understand that it's 9:04, so if you need to go, please do so. And I will see you next week. My apologies for taking so long. If you'd like to stay, I will share the meditation for today. Settling in. So today is what would feel good to you? What do you want? What would feel good to you? Ask yourself that question often as you go through your day, as you live your life. When you don't know what to do next, when you're not sure how to find the path that's right for you, ask yourself what you want and what would feel good. That's how you'll discover what's right for you. What energizes you? Which friends feel good to be around? What work excites you, infuses you with passion? Which hobbies interest you? How do you want to spend your time? We have endured have to long enough. We have pushed ourselves through should too many times. There's a better and a different way. Learn to recognize what lifts your spirits. Become conscious of not only what you need, but also what you want and like. What feels right to you. At first, doing what you want and what feels good to you may be uncomfortable, especially if you spent much of your life doing what doesn't feel good to you. Learn to be comfortable with the new energy. Learn to become comfortable choosing what energizes you. By following your heart, by following your passion, you will find your path and you will find joy. The possibilities for joy are limitless. If we can do what feels good to us, in work, in life, in love, in play. Learn to become comfortable with joy. You have the power to create joy by choosing what feels good to you. The time for joy isn't later. The time for joy is right now. I invite you to stay on your back if that feels good to you and stay here as long as you wish. Otherwise, start to wiggle the fingers and toes. Drawing the knees in towards the chest, making small movements. And slowly making your way to a seated position on your mat. Maybe having a lift underneath you. Palms together in front of an open, unfolded, joyous heart. We'll take 3 deep grounding breaths. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release through an open mouth. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Come to a breath that's comfortable to you. And bow to that beautiful light in you and each other. And may it guide you in all that you do. Namaste.